Motorsports 360, back in your life. Hello, everyone. On the first day of March in 2018, I am Marty Sakala. It's been a good week so far, I tell you that. We haven't gotten a lot of big news coming out, but hey, we'll still talk NASCAR on Thursdays. Just don't expect this show tonight to be 1 hour long. I'll tell you that. But we got in the crew tonight. We've got Michael.
I've got my Tide Pods and I'm ready to go.
I have my Aquafina and I'm ready to go. Oh yeah, don't worry. I have my Perrier as well. We've got Kelvin.
I've joined the Aquafina movement.
Amen, Kelvin. Here's a toast to you.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Might
Might as well join the movement, because why not?
we've got
I don't want to feel left out.
Jake. He's not around. We've got Chris Smart.
Yes. Hello, people. What is up tonight? Yes, I saw do a different catchphrase.
I'm sorry, you said something?
We have Jake Rogers here in
Whoa.
the crew tonight.
What's up?
Yeah, you're going to have to take your mic down from about 250 to about 249.
Well, I like this.
It's too loud.
No ear rape, please.
And then we've got Justin Zagnall.
Yep. Hello, guys. Welcome to Motorsports.
How have your weeks been going so far, gentlemen?
It's been going all right.
Oh, yeah. PSA to everyone. Do not buy a German car if you're going to maintenance it, by the way. PSA.
Gosh darn, Jake. I'm kicking you out. Bye, Jake.
Wait, what?
Hey, come on, man.
Bye, Jake.
Because Marty has a freaking V-dub.
Oh, he does? I didn't know.
Oh, no.
Marty be like, bartender, your speech, please.
You want to hear another PSA, guys?
What?
If you ever come to Brockport College, make sure you get a parking permit.
Can it?
Still gonna roast you on that one, Kelvin.
I got a parking ticket 7 weeks into college. How stupid is that? Took them 7 weeks to find me, but they finally found me.
Oh my gosh. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you would know what we're talking about. Oh my gosh, goodness, it was so funny. But weather's been good throughout the beginning of the week, hasn't it?
Until today.
Yeah, until today.
It's March and it's hot.
I like it.
Yeah. Any day when it's warm, I'll take.
Yeah, it's warm here.
Nice,
Yes.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up. No, just kidding. Jake's got warm weather up in the north. Michael gets an exemption though because he lives down in the south.
Marty, I'm not in the north. I'm in the Midwest.
Whatever. You're not in the warm part of the U.S. We'll just say that, okay?
So
I'm
he
in
gets
Arizona.
the corn and the wheat. You guys get the snow, and I get the humidity.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Jake gets corn. Michael gets I don't know what he gets down in Florida.
I get drunk people, and
This is Kelvin.
I mean, you're not wrong.
When you're
I get drunk rednecks.
You're
and,
not allowed
humidity.
to play. Funny. Funny.
That's Ovechkin, by the way, Marty.
His also known as Ovi. But anyway, you guys, let's get on to the show. If you would like to be a part of the show, let me know on Google Hangouts. I will get you in. I'll put the questions in the chat later on the show. But until then, let's get to the headlines that we've had. Only 4 of them. 2 of them are crew chief changes. One of them is a penalty, and one of them is dirt track racing. So the first one is it's related to Gold Fast Racing. And Randy Cox will be the new crew chief for Matt DiBenedetto in the number 32. Gene Need has gone into the pit of misery and will not be crew chiefing for Go Fast Racing. I'm trying to load it up and seeing why they just mutually parted ways. Matt DiBenedetto did post something on his Facebook and Twitter pages about what happened. That's in the Cup Series. In the Xfinity Series, Richard Childress Racing has parted ways with Nick Harrison, who is the crew chief of the I believe it's the number 2 machine, if I am correct.
That was 3.
I thought number 3 was Danny Stockman.
I don't know.
Read the article, Marty. It's in there.
All right, let me see here. Yeah, it says here he and car chief Robert Scott were banned from participating in Saturday's race at Daytona after a rear suspension violation was discovered in pre-qualifying inspection. This was in the number 3. RCR would not elaborate if the Daytona incident was the contributing factor to Harrison's split with the organization. Brandon Thomas will now serve as crew chief with Ty Dillon. By the way, this happened going to Atlanta. Elvis got a call.
We don't want any.
The big news, though, coming out on Wednesday, which is yesterday for those of you guys who are wondering. KBM's number 4 team has been penalized following their loose wheel. I'm going to load it up right now. All right. Here we go. So here are the penalties announced. First off, with the number 4 team, with the improperly installed wheel and the wheel coming off after the pit stop, crew chief Marcus Richmond, rear tire changer Coleman Dollarhide, and Jackman Ernie Pierce. They've each been suspended for the next 3 Camping World Truck Series Championship Points events. The tire changer and the Jackman, they are both part of the Cup team, but they are not suspended from that. Going to the Xfinity Series, the penalties for that. The 52 team driven by David Starr, there was a lug nut not properly installed. As a result, crew chief Tim Brown has been fined $5,000. Same thing with the 42 team driven by John Hunter Nemechek, a lug nut not properly installed. Mike Shiplett fined $5,000. And in the Cup Series, the same thing. Crew chief Roddy Childress with 4 team driven by Harvick has been fined $10,000. And one more for you, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of the World of Outlaws, they're in Las Vegas this week. 2 nights. They're actually racing once again tonight. Sheldon Haudenschild took the win in a marathon, I'll tell you that. It looks like we had a bunch of cautions. That's what I saw on YouTube. But he assumed the lead after early leader Brian Brown slowed down with a flat tire 10 laps in. And he held off Donnie Schatz and Tim Schaefer on numerous restarts, scored his 2nd win of the season and in his career. He's now currently 2nd in the standings, just 8 points behind Donnie Schatz.
Shot.
Why not?
Everybody.
No, you're supposed to say, let's go, Danny.
Okay.
Marty, come on, man.
Come on. Come on.
All right. So let's get to discussion time. If you want to be a part of the show, once again, send me a message on Hangouts. I'm going to type the questions in the chat right now. The first question, this is all the questions, by the way, are going to be previewing this weekend's races. The first one is about Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson has won here 4 times, 3 in a row from 2005 to 2007 and once more in 2010. Will he rebound in this race after poor 2 first races that were poor results? Let's start off with the ultimate Jimmy Johnson fan first, Michael.
If he doesn't rebound, I'll change my profile picture to whatever you guys want.
Done.
All right. Next question.
If Jimmy Johnson, if he DNFs or gets in a wreck, whatever it is.
Well, how about this? If he finishes outside the top 20.
Done.
Okay, that's better off.
Here,
Right.
I could send you your new profile pic if you want.
It can't be anything inappropriate.
Oh,
Don't worry about
Unless it's Tide Pods.
PG-13.
If it's
Okay.
Tide Pods,
oh my
then I'll do it.
gosh.
it. I'll
It's
give you
Tide
one.
Pods.
Don't worry.
Uh-oh.
It's not gonna be
Uh-oh.
Tide Pods. Don't worry.
Anyway,
darn
let's
it.
go to Kelvin.
So the question was, does Jimmy Johnson rebound this weekend?
Yes.
I'm going to be in big capital letters because I won't shout it because it's a computer and it's a video chat. HELL space YESSSSS with a lot of exclamation points. You're not going to hold this team down for very long. They've had unfortunate luck. Jimmy Johnson has been horrible at Daytona for what? I believe the last 4 or 5 years he hasn't performed well at Daytona besides the one win he has at
Since
Daytona.
2013.
So it's been 5 years since he's been somewhat relevant at Daytona. He had a tire issue at Atlanta, and everybody has tire issues at Atlanta. It doesn't matter who you are unless you're Kevin Harvick. Somehow Kevin Harvick manages tires really well at Atlanta. You're going to Vegas. Jimmy Johnson has dominated at Vegas before. I think he does it again. And I think you're looking at him rebounding and being – is he going to win? I'm not saying he's going to win because that pick's coming up later. But I think he rebounds and performs well, and I think he has a solid top 15 finish because they're still figuring out that Chevy, the new Chevy car.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jake.
You know what? I think it's kind of still too early to call if he'll rebound at all in the season, much less the first few weeks. Probably not Las Vegas, but probably maybe Phoenix. He could maybe get like at least a top 10 there, and then we'll start to see him like rebound. You know.
Okay. Cody.
It really depends on his luck, because it's more towards the luck factor that's been knocking him out this season. But I am probably going to say this. I think Johnson will get a decent finish, but I am not 100% sure if it's the rebound they'll be looking for. So they'll probably come in top 20 at least, but it is uncertain if they'll actually have a rebound next week.
Okay. Justin.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson will get a decent result unless he doesn't DNF like he has before, but he'll be fine. He'll be perfectly fine.
Okay. I think.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
I send Michael's new profile picture pic. If Jimmy Johnson DNFs, this is what Michael's going to have to change it to.
Let's see. Yeah.
Please don't be Brad Keselowski.
I just opened that. That's funny.
Why you mean don't let
It's
me
gonna be
back his What's wrong
Keselowski
with
at-
you?
It's gonna be Keselowski at Darlington.
No, it's not.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it.
Jeez, Justin, tell me how you really feel.
I'm just saying, it's
Oh
hilarious.
no! I can see that not ending well.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, I got a question. How
Yeah,
long have you been a Jimmy Johnson fan for?
since 2008.
Hmm.
Oh, no. I just thought of a good thing. 2008, it's 2018. I've been a Jimmy Johnson fan for 10 years. You could change my picture to Danica Patrick.
No.
That's too easy.
Oh,
As long as you've been NASCAR fans longer than I have, you will probably understand it. Boom.
well, that was in 2006, though.
Yes, still.
Like that doesn't
He
really
was
affect
about
me.
to win that race.
No, wait a
That doesn't
minute.
really affect me
Wait a
too
minute.
much.
2009, Michigan. You remember?
No.
I think that was the worst Hendrick race ever, to be honest.
No.
Oh, wait. I got it. Boom.
I didn't even want. You know what's funny? I never even watched that race because we were on the road, and when we came home, there was like I don't remember how many laps to go there were, but as soon as we turned on the TV, like 5 laps later, Jimmy crashed.
Dang. All right. Anyway, by the way, my thoughts on if Jimmy will rebound this weekend, I think he will. I'm going to tell you this. I think he gets a top 15 finish.
Way to copy my answer, Marty. Good job.
Hey,
And Marty,
I say HELLYESSSS with a bunch of exclamation points.
Marty, you remember a couple years ago on Quiz Up when someone posted that picture of Logano and Keselowski?
Oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead
No, it was
of them being
something
horses.
else. It was something else.
I think it was Beavis and Butthead.
I don't think it was Beavis and Butthead.
I'm pretty sure it was. They showed it on the show.
I don't think you would have showed it on the show because the video would have been taken down.
Was it really a video?
No, I'm talking about like the video, the show. Like that video would have been taken down. It wasn't a video; it was a picture. I don't think
I'm
it's.
pretty sure it
like,
was this one.
It's no, it's not that one. This one is NSFW.
No.
Oh, okay.
Never mind
Well,
then.
Next question.
Yes, the next question of discussion time. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
We should probably move on.
So this one is going to be about the West Coast swing. The next 3 weeks, NASCAR heads out west. And we have a lot of teams.
They stay out.
We have a lot of teams in the East Coast area, whether it's North Carolina or anywhere else, with the exclusion of Furniture Road Racing because they're based in Denver, Colorado. Will the West Coast swing affect some teams based in the East? Kelvin, you're first.
Well, by now, the East Coast teams are used to this. It's been the same way for the past several years now, where they go out west for a certain period of time. The only ones it's really going to hurt are the ones that wreck and they have to come back and get another car and go right back out there. It's the only teams it's really going to hurt. It could hurt your single car operations as well because they take out 2 cars. Usually they take out their car for Vegas, and then they'll take out their car for Auto Club, so that both cars are out there. Then they'll send the hauler back with 1 car and bring out their backup car for the next race. So it shouldn't really affect anybody at this point unless you're wrecking cars.
Thread.
All right.
And thread.
Yeah, I think it's gonna hurt the smaller teams. Not so much like the single car operations, but more of just general smaller teams like Premium or Go Fast or MBM. Those kind of small teams.
Okay.
I think it's gonna hurt them the most.
All right,
really.
Cody.
What was the question?
Will the West Coast swing affect some teams based in the East?
Well, you know what? Really depends on the situation with the budget and everything. Because most teams come in prepared and they know what to do. Like the experienced teams, they'll know what to do and everything of that sort. Even if they're a single car team, they're not going to get screwed or anything. Like, look at Furniture Row. They're a single car team. They practically dominate. Like, maybe we can probably see some of that out of Bubba Wallace finishing the top 10 in one of these races. We could probably see some small teams trying to climb up. So I'm probably going to say it varies in the team's experience, because if we have, like, some newer teams that are out there, they'll be the ones that most likely struggle during the West Coast swing, not the single-car teams in general.
Okay. Justin.
Honestly, it probably won't really affect the teams. It'll probably be the same. But you know that in each track in the West Coast swing is like, different track, different type of 1.5 mile, and then 2 mile. Auto Club, that's the 2 mile track. That's really tough. You got a lot of passing, 5 wide, so it could maybe help some of the smaller teams. Like you see, AJ Allmendinger got 8th back in 2016, so that could help. Could help.
Give me my hiccup. I think I inhaled some water. Anyway, I think this does affect one team, and I can't believe none of you guys have thought of this. This is going to affect BK Race, in my opinion. I have a feeling something's going to happen.
Really?
Yes. I have a feeling something's going to happen.
BK Racing. Why would you say
CMS Spice BK.
I need more races, because we all know BK Racing is going for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they're in a lot of economic trouble. They wreck these cars, they're gone to the pit of misery. Dilly dilly.
No way, man. You want to hear a bold prediction?
Jake, what's your bold prediction?
GMS buys BK.
What?
GMS buys BK.
Ooh.
So I found Michael's new picture, by the way.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I set myself up for this one. What?
Oh,
What is
oh, I
that?
see it.
I can't really see it.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about.
I know.
And I'll present it to everyone. I'll present everyone. All right. So in case anyone does not remember, that's not there. That's when he was in the Busch Series back in 2000, where he had that awful crash at Watkins Glen that everyone thought he was dead.
Oh.
Aim. Future 7.
Look at him. Just look at disappointment in his car. It's wrecked. So if he wrecks it again this weekend,
Johnson, Watkins Glen.
Imagine if he did die, though, in that crash. Just imagine that if he did die.
And who would drive?
that's why they got rid of the. That's why there's no kitty litter there anymore. It's why it's all cement and they have the safer barrier down there now.
Yep.
Could we not imagine that?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good thing. NASCAR would have took a hit.
Yeah.
Again.
Who would have driven the 48?
June Earnhardt died what? Like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
NASCAR
lost
couldn't afford
Adam.
two in 6 months.
Honestly, I
Adam
don't think
Petty,
he would
too.
have a 48.
We lost Adam Petty too in 2000, and
Yeah.
then Jerry Nadeau had his crash a few years later. I mean, he's still alive, but he ended his career.
He is so lucky that he's still alive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And we got Kenny Irwin Jr. Who?
All right. We are going off topic here.
Yeah, we are.
Michael, we haven't gotten to you yet.
Yeah, I forgot what the quote. No, I didn't. Yeah, we pretty much all hit the nail on the head. BK Racing could affect them if something happens to their car. Other small teams may be affected by it if they wreck their car. If any team wrecks their car, they're going to be a step behind. So we haven't really seen anyone get affected by it in the past, like to a major effect, where it's been noticeable enough for people to talk about it. But BK Racing's a different situation this year, so that was an interesting way to look at it, Marty.
Yep. All right. Next question for you guys. This is last year when after the race ended at Las Vegas, we saw the fight between Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. So here's the question. Could we see our first fight of the weekend? We'll go to Jake first.
That's kind of a really tough question. Will we see our first fight? More than likely not, but remember the Daytona 500 where Eric Almirola almost won it, and you might get revenge at Las Vegas. But other than that, probably not.
Okay. Cody?
Well, if we say first fight of the season, the most likely driver everyone should be looking at, well, we should actually be looking at a couple drivers in terms of that. If John Hunter and Kevin Harvick clash again in the Xfinity Series next week, don't be surprised if John Hunter Nemechek tries to bump Harvick and possibly try to spin him next week.
That's
at
not going to
Vegas.
happen because John Nemechek apologized to Cole Custer after that incident.
Yeah. Because
Alright.
I know he's specifically not happy with Harvick. That's how I kind of knew. So honestly, would not be surprised if something happens between Harvick and Nemechek. But if we're talking about this weekend, then the driver to look out for would be Almirola, because he actually ran into two problems during that weekend. The first one was the dual race with him and Ricky Stenhouse, and from what I heard in one of the interviews, Almirola called him the big I word. The most common I word in the entire NASCAR, whatever, idiot. And then he was actually not happy with somebody else again in the Daytona 500. But here's the irony. Almirola was actually really calm about it. But while I was listening to his interview, I knew he was mad, like really mad at the 3 and tried to keep it. And he actually did a good job keeping his temper there. It's like I kind of appreciate it compared to half of the other Strawhouse drivers. But
Let's go to Justin.
All right. Driver to look out this weekend would probably be Martin Truex Jr. Because, he's been dominant in the mile and a half. We saw it last year. He struggled at Atlanta, but you know what? He'll be back. He'll be back to his normal self. I believe he'll go for 2 for 2 at Las Vegas.
All right. I don't think we should be talking about fights yet at this track. I think we see our first fight headed into Martinsville because that's short track racing. We all remember what happened last year in the playoff race. We had that fight, but hey, that's the playoffs. That's the heat of it. Yeah, that's what I think of it. Michael.
Michael.
Your mic is muted.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it was on mute. Oh, shoot. I keep screwing up here. Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't think we're going to see our first, physical altercation, but I feel like we've already seen our first altercation of the season between Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin. But as far as what we saw last year with Logano and Kyle Busch, I don't think we're going to see that this weekend.
Okay. And Kelvin.
I think this is going to be the first time you're going to see a driver take revenge for a wreck that happened at Daytona because they're going to be closer than they were able to be at Atlanta, knowing that tires matter at Atlanta, so they can drive a little bit harder this weekend and take somewhat of a thing called revenge on a driver. They'll be surprised if Austin Dillon gets dumped by Almirola. And don't be surprised if Bubba Wallace, who thinks that Denny Hamlin intentionally got into him after the race was over, at Daytona doesn't go after Denny Hamlin in this one, but I do not believe there will be fisticuffs, as your question asked, going down at the end of this race, unless it's 98 degrees there, and maybe they just decide they want to throw down after a race.
Okay.
It'd be good for views.
Yeah. Anyway, next question is going to be about the racing ahead of this weekend. Will the racing at Las Vegas be better compared to last year, or no? Cody, you're first.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I do hope the racing gets better. It's like with a new aero package and whatnot. I kind of hope there will be closer racing. Yeah, we'll probably see follow the leader most of the time again, but yeah, at least I should probably give it a shot and just see how it works out. Hopefully it works out.
Okay. Let's see here. Who is next? Justin.
I hope the racing at mile and a halves get better. I mean, there's some mile and a halves which races are good. Like, honestly, last year's finish was good. But honestly, Atlanta, that wasn't really a good race. Mostly going on, so hope they change it. But mile and a halves, there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. But Vegas, let's just hope the racing's good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I think the racing is going to be casual 1.5 mile racing. I don't think it's going to be very exciting. I think we see down at show by the Toyotas. Michael.
Kelvin kind of touched on this earlier. He said that, with Atlanta, the tires wear so quickly, so you kind of have to take care of your tires early in the run so that you can still run good when we get to the end of the 50, 55 lap runs, whatever they were. 70 laps, I don't remember. Vegas, they'll be able to run a little bit harder, so I feel like that'll produce some better racing. Of course, maybe it won't. Maybe people will just start pulling away from each other faster, and we'll see another caboose or train or follow the leader or whatever you want to call it. But I think I'm optimistic for this weekend.
Okay. Kelvin.
This is what's going to happen this weekend. You have multiple grooves. Kyle Larson's back to rim riding like he always does, around the high side. Larson's going to be quick. MTJ is going to be quick. Fords are going to be quick. Chevys are going to somewhat figure it out this weekend going into Auto Club and Phoenix. So this is where you're going to see three-wide racing at several different points in this race, but you're still going to have the same top 10 for majority of the races you had last weekend in Atlanta, but it's going to be a much more exciting race because everything's going to be closer.
Okay. And Jake.
Don't care as long as Larson wins.
All right. And the final question for you guys is, what's the biggest thing you guys are looking forward to this weekend? Justin, you're first.
Biggest thing I'm looking forward to this weekend, probably the truck race. Knowing how good the final laps were in the last truck race at Vegas, I'm really looking forward to see that type of racing again tomorrow night.
I agree with you. I'm going to look forward to the truck race as well. The trucks always have a great show in Las Vegas, and we've always had amazing finishes there, whether it's fuel mileage or just close racing. Michael.
I'm going to shift over to the Cup side. I'm looking forward to that race. I want to see if we can put on a better show than what we had last week, because I feel like the majority of fans would say overall that wasn't a fantastic race. But for strategy purposes, it was probably one of the better races that you'll see. So I'm interested to see that, and I'm interested to see if the Chevrolets can make a rebound.
Okay. Kelvin?
What was the question? I thought I already answered this one.
What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to this weekend? In all the races we have this weekend?
I'm also looking forward to the truck race. Still want to see if that engine package allows for the same type of competition where it's anybody's ball game and stuff like that. So I want to see if that engine package is legit at another mile and a half before I give it a full 2 thumbs up. I'm at 1 thumb right now. After the first 2 weeks, I want to see where we're at after this weekend.
Okay. Jake?
I'm also looking forward to the truck race because they usually have really good races at Las Vegas, especially the second one from last year.
Okay. And Cody?
Okay, I think I dazed off somewheres.
What?
I think I dazed off somewheres. What was it?
What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to this weekend?
Biggest thing I'm looking forward to this weekend, I'd like to see how the trucks do during the spring race at Vegas. I feel like that's going to be pretty interesting to see, especially maybe some strategy going into the truck playoffs in the fall.
Nice. Okay. Before we get to predictions, I want to show you guys this, especially Kelvin. Look at this. How come you can't see the text? Okay. I don't know why the text isn't showing. But here's what it says. In the criminal justice system, ankle-breaking offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the...
The James Harden squad?
known as the Ankle Victims Unit. These are the stories. Bum bum!
And Law and Order theme, please.
Bum 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 bum!
Is that what I have to change my background to?
No. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
No.
All
He
right.
doesn't want it.
I had to show that. That was just way too funny.
I'll give you a hint. It's been one of my profile pictures on Discord.
Lewis Hamilton?
No, it's not Lewis Hamilton. I already have that one.
We should all change our profile pictures to Jake's so that we cause as much confusion as possible.
Hey. Hang on. I know we don't do our show that day, but save it for April Fool's Week. So April 3rd we'll do it, okay?
Okay.
You just told everybody what that was going to happen.
Yeah, seriously. Like, now people are going to expect it.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
No.
Marty, you're making Come Man 3 times this week.
No one's going to remember on April 3rd, okay?
It's like a month away. I feel like people could still remember.
Myself and someone else. But anyway,
was
Let's
that?
get the predictions. So from the Cup race, I believe the ones who were right were myself and Cody. Did anyone else pick Harvick?
Nope.
I was gonna pick Harvick, but I didn't want to be the same as everyone else, so I picked Larson.
Okay. All right. So we have 4 races to predict this weekend. 3 of them are NASCAR, and one of them is Supercross. We'll get to the truck race first at Las Vegas. This one is at 9 o'clock on Friday night on FS1. Let me load up the entry list here for you guys here. I think all we just need to know is that him is in the race.
Him was
He's
beatable
in
last
both
weekend.
races.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
He's doing triple duty.
He wants to sweep at his home track.
Good luck.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Takes out 2 races out of his 10 for the year. So
Him is going to be in the 51. He's switching rides with Spencer Davis, who will be in the 4 this weekend. Who else do we have here?
We have
Justin
Michelle
Marks, by the way, is in
Distier.
the 54. That's a notable entry.
We have Michelle Distier in the 20.
Yeah, he's not notable, though.
Oh.
Oof.
Michelle
Yeah, Justin
Distier.
Marks in the 54.
All right, well, let's get your picks to win the truck race. Justin, you're first.
Open. I'm gonna say Ben Rhodes will repeat last year for the
All
truck.
right, Ben Rhodes with the win. All right, let's go to Cody.
Who's in the entry list for the weekend? Like, who's the feature ones?
I just told you. Him.
Oh, only him. Okay.
And Justin Marks on the 54, but that's not for KBM.
And John Henry Nemechek in the 8.
Yeah, John Nemechek.
Okay. Well, let's see. Ford did it last year, I think. At least they did it one year, and I'm sure they'll do it again. And I think it's going to be in the form of Matt Crafton.
Okay. Jake?
I'm gonna choose a first-time winner.
Ooh. Can I take a guess? Can I take a guess?
Now he is in Thor Sport. It's gonna be Grant Enfinger.
Nope, he's not a first-time winner. Delete.
Oh yeah. I mean first time in Thor Sport.
Okay. Yeah, he's already won a race
this
in Series, fam.
Right. Yeah, I forgot Talladega. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Kelvin.
well, I picked Crafton last week. That didn't happen. So I'm not going to say him, even though I think he will be the eventual race winner of this race. I'm going to have to go with... You know what? I'm going to give him his only race win of the weekend in the truck race.
Okay. Michael?
I'm not gonna pick him because he was passable last week. Looking at the top 10 from last year, it's very, very interesting because 4 of the top 5 finishers won't even be in this race. Then Cody, that would be Ben Rhodes, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, and Kaz Gralla, and Cody Coughlin, Matt Crafton, John Hunter Nemechek, Grant Enfinger, and Johnny Sauter. So I am going to go with him's teammate. I feel stupid for saying that because that's terrible English, but we'll roll with it anyways. I'm going to go with Noah Gragson to win this race.
I want to rechange my thing.
Okay.
Moffitt wins back-to-back.
Not bad.
Second fastest in both tracks.
To win it, though. That's how he wins races.
Not bad, man. Not bad. You know what? I'm going to take Calvin's original pick and say him wins his only race of the weekend.
So you want to hear the top 10 fastest trucks today in practice?
I heard he was 4th. I heard the fastest was Sauter.
Yeah.
Sauter was first in final practice.
Moffitt was first. That's right.
Marks was first in first practice. Moffitt was second in both practices. And then it went Gregson, Sauter, Bush for the Rhodes, Friesen, Hill, Enfinger, and Davis for your top 10 in first practice. Your top 10 for the other one was second was Moffitt, third Noah Gregson, Stuart Friesen, fourth, Kyle Busch, fifth, Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton, John Hunter Nemechek, Ben Rhodes, and Justin Marks. Those were your top 10 for practice today.
Okay. All right. So now let's get to the Xfinity Series race. This one is going to be Saturday at 4 o'clock on FS1. I will probably be traveling home. I'll be making a cross debut on Saturday afternoon. We do have a game. Yeah, Kelvin likes it.
Like you're getting for me today.
All right.
All right, here are the number 1 entries for Xfinity race in Las Vegas. Austin Dillon in the 30.
Him, of course.
Yes.
Him.
Ryan Blaney, the 22. Austin Cindric will be in the 60. Kyle Larson in the 42. And that's it. Your picks to win. Justin's first.
It's gonna be a cup lead. Doesn't matter which one. It's just gonna be a cup lead.
Justin doesn't even care. Cody.
Okay, for the Xfinity race, well, we all know we don't have him, but there is another him in the Chip Ganassi car. So, it's most likely going to be Larson.
Yeah, you don't have to say him for Larson.
I'm just saying that because same first name.
Or just call him Junior.
No. Jake.
Let's see. I'm looking at the entry list right now. There's so many contenders for the win. But I'm gonna go with, let's see. I'm not choosing him. And I'm sure not choosing Brandon Jones or Matt Tift. I guess I'll go with Justin Allgaier for this week.
Okay. Kelvin?
Your winner will be Larson. Your highest finishing Xfinity Series driver will be Elliott Sadler.
Okay. Michael?
Well, it's that time again.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I said I wasn't going to pick him for the truck race because he was passable, but I'm going to pick him for the Xfinity race because Harvick was not passable or unpassable. What's the English there? It doesn't matter.
He couldn't be passed.
He'll win, and highest finishing Xfinity regular will be Daniel Hemrick.
Okay. My pick to win it. Don't want to say
hard,
it.
Isn't it?
Don't want to say it. I'm thinking of want to say it.
Just choose Cole Custer and we'll move on.
Christopher Bell wins his first race of the season. Done.
Okay. Although we're 2 races in so far.
Yes.
First win of the
Christopher
season.
Bell wins it. I'm just gonna say that. I'm because he got second in the trucks at Vegas last year. He won his first Xfinity Series race on a 1.5 miles. I think he has what it takes.
And he used to drive for that bad man named him.
He drives for Joe Gibbs Racing. He doesn't drive for him anymore.
I said used to, Marty. Come on, man. Open those ears up.
Didn't him said that if he was not going to drive trucks anymore, he would shut down his team?
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Racing trucks. Don't want them for you.
Yeah. Let's go to Supercross, by the way. They're in Atlanta this weekend. It's a 10 o'clock showing. Justin, who's your pick to win if you watch it?
Watch Supercross.
Gosh darn it, watch the darn thing for Pete's sakes.
No.
Cody.
Okay. So for the Vegas race.
No, I'm talking about Supercross.
Oh, Supercross. I don't know.
Gosh darn it.
I don't watch it.
Jake.
You know, Marty, you never get to pick first. I'm kind of interested to hear who you were gonna pick.
All right, I'll say it then. Justin Barsha wins it.
What a coincidence! I was gonna pick him too.
Up top.
You just played right into that, Marty. Come on, man.
Oops.
Okay. I think we got everyone's pick because I know Calvin doesn't watch Supercross.
Big fat negative there, Ghost Rider.
I don't know any.
Do you want to just pick Lewis Hamilton to win?
Sure.
I'm going to pick the guy that you can't pass in your game. Ben something.
Ben something.
Jazz Braden.
Yeah, the one you can't
That's
stand.
the 250 rider. That's the 250s. We're talking 450s here, man.
Okay, well, there's one in the 450s you can't stand either, so that guy.
Whatever his name is, I don't know. Okay, now we get to the Cup Series race at Las Vegas, 3:30 p.m. on Fox. I don't think we have to go through the entry list. Just give me your picks to win it. I gotta get the Charger.
You gotta get our diecast.
Get your diecast if you want to. I don't have diecast, obviously, because it's Thursday.
Marty.
I don't have a diecast.
I got one, but yeah.
Now here's what we'll do because so obviously Michael has to go last because he is known as the king of predictions, and we have him known as the Lee Corso of Motorsports 360.
Yeah, I temporarily took that title, but you got
But
it
before
back.
Michael, it will be Cody and I going second to last. So the first three people that will make picks are going to be Justin, Jake, Kelvin, then Cody and I, and then Michael. So Justin, give me your pick. Who wins the Cobalt 400?
Arntrix Jr. will go back to back.
Okay. That's his pick. Jake, your pick?
I have a feeling I'm gonna choose Cody's pick.
Him?
Okay, let's see if I do. I'm choosing Kyle Larson.
Son of a bitch.
It's still Kelvin's pick.
Didn't get one, but he got the other.
You smoke
Yeah.
wings. That's
Just like what he said last year when he took Michael's pick in Martinsville. Or was it Phoenix? What was that quote again? When I don't steal
remember.
Cody's pick, I steal someone else's.
All right,
Yeah, I don't know.
let's go to Kelvin. As he's trying to figure it out.
Now that I have a new car in my brain, he ran fairly well here last time out at Las Vegas. Let me just get the picture full size. This man will finally get to victory lane in the Monster Energy Cup Series. This is not the paint scheme he is driving, I do believe. But he will make it, and he will win this weekend.
I had a feeling he was going with Chase.
Ooh.
that'd be nice. That'd be awesome.
Okay, then. All right.
I live on the edge, people. I live on the edge.
All right, Cody's up.
Okay, Jake, you did not take my pick. This is actually going to be my pick. So, I've been taking a look at the stats recently, and there's been one driver that has tended to win Las Vegas every other year. Yeah, you got that one right. Every other year. He won in 2014, then he went again in 2016. So that means he's probably going to get it again this year. I'm picking Brad Keselowski to do it again.
Thank gosh.
Welp.
I got so nervous that he was going to steal my pick because he's
Well.
not.
Welp.
Whoa,
Welp.
Cody.
Welp.
Wow.
Welp.
Wow.
That's
Whoa.
my pick.
No.
Okay. You're picking that guy from Team Penske. I'm going to go. I'm going to pick a
Oh my
Team
gosh,
Penske car as well. He is
Right.
not one. And if I am correct, he's not won in over 9 months, if not 10 months. This man goes back to victory lane, and this will not be a cucumber win. Joey Logano does
A cucumber.
A cucumbered race.
They don't use that term anymore.
I
Remember?
didn't say that. I didn't say encumbered. I said cucumber.
Yeah, cucumbered.
Get your fact right, Holmes.
You know what you put on your salad?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, let's just focus on the king of predictions. Michael.
So we can still pick similar drivers, right?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm not making the same mistake I made last week.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So, y'all's picks were pretty good, except for the ones who picked Chevrolets and Toyotas, because we saw that 7 out of the top 10 finishers, I think it was
My bad.
7, were Fords. Fords dominated. I mean, Fords were fast. I feel like they're going to overtake the Toyotas this year. Truex won, but that was only because the guy who was in front of him had a problem, and if it wasn't for that, on his way to victory lane. And I'm going to go ahead and pick him and say he gets the job done. You and Cody, oh, wow. Here we go. All right. Cody and I are on the same page. I'm taking Keselowski.
All right. So to recap the picks, Justin goes with Truex, Cody goes with Keselowski, Jake goes with Larson, Kelvin goes with Chase, Michael goes with Kez, and I go with Joey Logano. All right. That's going to do it for this episode of Motorsports 360. Hope you had a good time with us on the show today. Tuesday, when we come back, we will be recapping Las Vegas. It'll be a good episode, I'll tell you that. I think we can get a full hour in. I'm not too sure. But anyway, for Justin and for Cody, for Jake and for Kelvin, and for Michael, I'm Marty saying so long. This has been Motorsports 360. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
2, 3, in a Dodge.
Dodge.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly
Dilly dilly.
Let's go back to my Bank.